Doesn't it feel so good to be back? Yep, it's true. I'm officially back home. So, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hello, it's Vivian J. And welcome back, Glitter Angels. I just gotta change my top first. That's better. So anyways, you guys already know that I've been in college for 3 months now, so that is really interesting. So it was since August 21st to now, which is actually the 23rd. And the official 3 months of college was November 21st. It's about time that we kind of talk about life and sharing my experience of being at college for 3 months, what it was like, how I've been feeling, all that stuff. So POV, you're watching as if I'm an older sister that's willing to talk about anything and almost everything about life in general. Yes, without further ado, how about we get straight on into the video. Let's go. In terms of this 3-month college update video, I've written down a couple highlights in my video planning book. I don't know how else to call it, but this is kind of where I write down like some points so that I won't forget them.
I have a tendency to just forget what I'm trying to say, so hopefully this should help.
So I'm just going to start at the beginning. So move-in day, August 21st, 2021. Exciting, but tough.
What?
Towards the beginning, which was around August through September. So I pretty much had a huge difficult time with homesickness. That was one of the biggest obstacles I've went through. And also fear and anxiety, because let's face it, we've been there, done that before, haven't we? Another biggest challenge that I've faced was living with a roommate. It was not easy at all. I mean, I swear to God, I was scared. I was flipping scared.
Oh my gosh! Oh no!
But anyway, I've also wrote down a couple highlights. So some highlights that occurred towards the beginning was the trip to Indianapolis that I went with my family, so I did document that. So if you haven't seen that video, you definitely should, because, well, how else would you see it? And then I got to perform with the XL dance team for the first time, and it was actually during the time when they had workshops. It was really fun getting to know the people and just performing with them for the first time at a basketball tournament. And I also got to go on a choir trip for the very first time, which was to Indianapolis with the choirs and like people that were School of Music students or CLA. I did document that as well. If you haven't seen that, you definitely should. And I also got to learn some photography, which was really exciting. And I made an activity out of it, / a hobby. So that's what I've been doing. Sometimes on those days where I would feel stressed or something, I would sometimes grab my camera, my ADD camera, which I still use for both filming and photography. I would just go ahead and just take a couple photos, whether nature, people, places, anything you name it. And then I also got a chance to do a little bit of work at D3 TV, which is our TV station on campus, so that was really fun. First time I did it, I was behind the teleprompter, which was a highlight. Like, I just basically come in whenever they need some help, and it's fine with me, and it works best, actually. I guess you could say, like, in the beginning it was like a roller coaster. It's like you have your moments of ups and downs, ups and downs. It just keeps going. Well, I guess the pressure has also been, like, increasing and decreasing, increasing, decreasing. It can be difficult because this is the first time you're away from home. The reason why that happens is because, well, you know, you have your moments of like, okay, I'm just feeling homesick, I'm feeling a lot of stress, I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. Like, once you're a college student, you deal with all that stuff. You get nervous a lot, and that's okay. It's okay to not be okay, you know. Now moving on to the middle, which was from October through November, but you're probably sitting there thinking, well, Viv, isn't it still the middle? Well, this is still what I like to call the middle of the beginning, because the end of the beginning has not occurred yet. allow me to explain more what I mean. Now we're moving on to October through November, and this is for as of now. Towards October, I did perform at Inauguration Day with the choirs, which is another highlight. And I also came home for fall break because of a lot of homesickness and a lot of fear. I was like, okay, I gotta come back at least. And then I had a fall choir concert on campus, which was at the Center for Performing Arts. And I also did go to a film festival, which was at an art center. So that's the place where I go for my film/art class. Like 2 classes actually. So that was really fun. I got to see the alumni's films, like short films that they made. So that way I would kind of get an idea of what creating a short film would be like. But of course, it does take a lot of time and effort to do it. Like, I'll learn. Eventually, I'll learn. And then I also made it to the XL dance team. They did have auditions. So yes, auditions were required in order to be part of the team, and when I got the email saying that I made it, I was like, no way. I was blown away and excited. Because this is the first time I've ever been a part of a dance team, and it's just something that I've not quite done before, and it's like another new thing. And also eventually there came a point when I started to have the dorm to myself. The previous roommate that I had, she moved out. I got my own room, so that was another great change. Actually, one of the best changes that has ever happened to me. And then I also invited a few more people to be part of my YouTube fam, my Deepa YouTube family, my second one. And I also participated in a couple pie-in-the-face moments, which I figured were hilarious. I did add them to a video that I did, which was a day in the life at Deepa. If you haven't seen that one, you definitely should. There were some really funny parts to it, and it's gonna make you smile once you see it. It's gonna make you laugh. I actually did it. Like, I had a paper towel in my hand with a plastic plate of whipped cream, and I actually pied the person in the face. I thought it was really funny. Okay, and then I also saw a theater production for the first time, which was Silent Sky, also in my day in the life video. I figured it was really beautiful, really interesting. It does tie in with women being in the STEM field, which was really awesome to look at. And now here I am, home for Thanksgiving break. Wow. I mean, that's quite a lot that I talked about. So basically, with the events that I've been through, what I'm trying to say is that, so as a college student, from my perspective, you have a lot of ups and downs. There may be days where you feel like you're feeling happy, you're feeling excited, or whatever positive emotion. Then there are days where you feel very stressed or sad, mad, any emotion that you could think of. It's like roller coaster of emotions. I cannot even explain how many times that you have moments where you're like, okay, I don't know if I can deal with this. You know, like, as part of being a college student, whether you're first year, sophomore, junior, senior, you may run into some identity problems. Like, that definitely happened to me, and that's okay. Someone talked to me about it's okay to not fully understand who you are yet, because as a first year, this is just my first time experiencing college, and it was not easy at all, but eventually, like, with time, you get used to it, and that's fine. Like, with any new experience, like, whether it's, like, a big change in your life, you eventually deal with a lot of happy feelings / sad feelings. Like, it's like those two interweaving with each other. You're gonna have moments like that, and that's okay, and if you ever need someone to talk to, you could always talk to a friend, talk to a really close person, or just whoever you feel that the one who can give you a lot of reassurance. I definitely took counseling to help me get through any stressful moments that I've had. I'm sure a lot of you guys can really understand, and if you're not a college student yet, then do not worry. Like, with all this life stuff that I'm talking about, it doesn't have to be about college. It can be about whether you're a high school student, middle school student, or just any of the above. Like I said, you're listening as if I'm an older sister, just giving some helpful advice. Like, for example, what I just said. If you ever need help, just go ahead, reach out to someone who you really trust, and like a close friend or a close person. Maybe even a therapist or a counselor. Then that person can help you. That's pretty much all I have to say, really. And that concludes pretty much what I would have to say about my 3 months of college update. Hopefully what I said was pretty clear. And to kind of conclude this video, let's check in. A lot of you are asking, how am I doing? Well, it turns out, like, despite with any down moments I've ever had, it's like as if at this point I felt a little bit better than before. I would say, like, much better than before. That's what I would have to say. Well, it's just because, it's like I've returned home and then I kind of get to, just spend more time with family, and then I'll eventually come back to campus. Like, it's nice to get a break from whatever stress or anxiety that you've been dealing with over the past, like, month or few weeks. Like, it's okay to give yourself a break. Like, whenever I just feel like there's a lot of, like, stress on my mind, it's like, okay, Viv, you have to calm down. Just give yourself some time to just settle down, relax, all that stuff. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below to be part of the Glitter Angel family. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you won't miss any new videos or vlogs. Last but not least, follow me on all social media, Instagram preferably. The links are in the description down below. I love you all to the moon and back, and I will catch you all later. Oh yes, and of course, it's Thanksgiving week, so happy Thanksgiving to those that celebrate it. I just want to wish you an early one. Have a wonderful day, and I'll chat soon. Toodles.